Hi, welcome to PropW Academy. Today we'll be covering how to avoid fake breakouts. Let's get started. Has this ever happened to you? Set your support line, you set your resistance line and wait for a breakout to happen. Once you see that the price suddenly breaks through your resistance, you enter a trade extremely excited, because you are prepared for a huge jump in price. But then suddenly, the price reverses and dips. You stare at your screen confused on what just happened, and your portfolio just tanked. Well, I'm going to teach you a secret so this never happens to you again. So the first question we need to ask ourselves is, what is a breakout? Well, a breakout is when you have a support and resistance, where there are multiple key rejections for both. The actual breakout happens when the price bursts through one of these key levels. And notice what happens when the price does break through, it starts soaring, making this point here a great entry point. But the question is, how do we find setups like this, where the market could potentially have a breakout? The answer is breakout patterns. I'm sure you've all seen these before, but there are multiple key breakout patterns you should have in the back of your head when trading. There's the flag, wedge, pennant, triangle, and rectangular. Now the problem I see a lot of people doing is they're looking for the exact price action that is in the pattern image. The price will rarely mimic this exact pattern, if ever. So you're not exactly looking for the exact price action that happens in the image, you're looking for the key support and resistance levels that make the pattern. Now, to be honest, it doesn't matter which pattern you get. You don't even memorize the names of the patterns. The key thing you have to take away from this is that all these patterns have something in common. The price consolidates, making two key levels, then eventually breaks out. So here, we found price movement that looks as if it has multiple key points of support and resistance. The more key points, the better. We acknowledge this is happening, so put a support and resistance line, making a flag pattern. So far so good, but this is the point where people usually make the mistake. So what happens is people usually wait for a breakout in either direction. So once someone sees the price break through their resistance line, they immediately enter the trade, but it turns out, it was a false breakout, and the price reverses in the opposite direction. This specific trader would have lost a pretty decent amount of money. I'm going to show you how to prevent this from happening, so we go in with a greater chance of the price going the direction we want it to. The first thing we need to understand is what is called momentum candles. Momentum candles can have many forms, but usually it's one big candle, with a large body. Or three medium-sized candles, all going in the same directions. These two forms of momentum candles are going to be what we are looking for. Let me show you an example. So here, we have our support and resistance levels set up, the price moves, and a decent-sized candle breaks through our resistance. It's not a momentum candle, because it doesn't have a big body, so we wait for further confirmation. A second candle appears, but it's still a pretty small candle. And as we said before, we will only count it as momentum candle if it has a huge body, or there are three green candles. So we wait again. Then a third green candle pops up, which is an extremely bullish sign. So, this when we enter the trade. Now, there are three different scenarios that could happen. The price keeps going up from her. The price goes back down to the resistance level and bounces off. Or, the price breaks through the resistance level and falls back down and counts this as a false breakout. So what should we do? Should we wait for a pullback to happen? Or should we enter the trade right now? Well, what I like to do is set up a strategy, so the odds are in my favor no matter what the outcome is. Rather than wait for a pullback, I'm going to enter the trade at the close of this momentum candle. Then, I will set my stop loss right below the resistance level. This way, if the price does end up doing a pullback and bouncing off my resistance level, it doesn't reach my stop loss, and I still make profit. Or if the price decides to go straight up from here, I'm in the trade. Considering this candle right here is a momentum candle, it's a very low chance that this is a false breakout. But in the off chance it were, I have a stop loss in case the price decided to drop. Now that we have our entry point, we need to figure out an exit strategy. With breakouts, they tend to have large upsides. Therefore, do not set one target at a 1.5 ratio. Rather, set more than one goal so that you achieve the highest possible profit. If you do not know how, follow our previous lessons on the channel and enhance your trading experiences daily. Ready to start analyzing like a pro? Head over to PropW.com today.